Lays it up and in. It's in the hands of James Harden. To Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Here's Simmons with it up top. 8-2 our score. Redick to Simmons. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocked loose. Blazers come away with it. Fires the three. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Simmons with it. Now down 6.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Knocked loose. Blazers have it. From long range, Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Simmons with it. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Covington. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Dirk Nowitzki, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Simmons to Embiid. Redick gets a look. Can't hit.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Slams it down.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
J.J. Redick. First couple didn't go. That one is true. That misses with a second to go. First quarter is complete with the Blazers in a comfortable spot. Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. In the front court comes Simmons. His guys trail by 13. Nowitzki. Tough make through traffic.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Simmons into the front court. Trailing by 15. Shot from the lane won't go.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying.
Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Robert Covington with the strong finish.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Dirk to the basket, but a shot no good. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
J.J. Redick. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 89%. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Portland's got it. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. And scores.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Simmons with it. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
To Simmons. Baseline drive. Dirk Nowitzki. Tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Slams it down. Desperation shot here from half court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Rejected.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Blazer. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Covington. He's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Harden. The pass set it all up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Simmons with it. His guys down big. To Redick. Knocked loose. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Covington. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Harden. There's the toss. Oh, Jay, he commit.
Basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Simmons to Embiid. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And the basket good at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Oh, Ben Simmons. Ooh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Hold on.
Nowitzki, deep right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. James Harden. He's now 5 for 6.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Out of bounds, off Ben Simmons.
Pick up.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw try, off the mark. In the front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Oh, Ben Simmons. 4 out of 10.
I'm a little bit disappointed in the celebration right there, Ed. I mean, live your best life. I want to see a little bit more passion on the next play.
Harden can't connect. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the 3rd quarter with the Blazers in a comfortable spot. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the 4th quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Redick. Shot from in close, no good. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Send it away. Knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. He's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
To Covington. Knocked loose. Blazers come away with it.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Jumper's good.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Nowitzki. Here's a chance from long range. Charged with the board. Simmons. To Embiid. From the painted area, won't go down. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Ben Simmons, couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. Can't connect on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. And he finishes at the rim.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Joel Embiid. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Harden. Ben Simmons. Oh,
He just blocked that shot out of bounds.
okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
And count the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Trailblazers who get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it for For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it warm, just keep it warm. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it warm, just keep it warm. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob a man, cause I know they're robbing me. See what? See what made the dream work. 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 You wasn't around, down on my love. Now every day I'll be counting it out. Screaming your name and they prouding you up. This only be down when you walk. They say I don't call it, but we be the best. Keep it above, but you keeping it less. Fight on my chest, so I keep me a bless. I hope you burn, sleep in the nest. So that my chain, I feel like the Wallace. My whole family life will regard. The way that I ball, my name should be started. I gotta make sure the money keep calling. I said it, boy, y'all ballin'. Couple of things that I need to sharpen. So they let my stall. I sick of nobody, no time for no ballin'. Gotta feel my only son. Gotta feel my little daughter. She cherish everything that I taught her. Worth more than anything I ever bought her. Hitting in every track, I'm a slaughter. If I come up short, then they come up shorter. No time to bother, don't even bother. Oh, what your and my kids ever bought it, yeah. I shed some tears when I rush. Be hurt. know these don't want me to win. When it is hate, become a trend, yeah. I rob them on, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it one, just keep it one. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob them on, cause I know they're down for me. I rob them on, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it one, just keep it one. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob them on, cause I know they're down for me. See word, make the dream work. See word, make the dream work. See word, make the dream work. See word, make the dream work.
Lady sister, made a couple, but it's all good with me. They say that I've been in my A in and out of the state, but I bring the whole hood with me. All of my spinners be loaded, all of my be loaded. Woo! All of my be going at me, that the whole crew and they know it. I stop taking and start seeing differently. My diss like I know this. They smile in my face, but top behind my back, I be cool and act like I don't know. Act like it don't bother me, but it be bothering me. Honestly, I wanna know why. You act like you with me, act like it's love for me. Sit right up me outside. That's a flag on the play. You out of bounds, out of place. I can tell you mad by your face. Supposed to be my man, why you hate? Seem like same by the day. So I do my thing, I do it. It's only a few room left, I don't treat them different, love them all the same. Teamwork made the dream work, but you gotta be a team first. You ain't seen hurt, you ain't put in work, you just wanna rock the team jersey. Wanna be first, you ain't verse, you just quit on me like you was worth it. I can't even lie, yeah, that hurt me. The red is short.
I rob them on, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it one, just keep it one. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob them on, cause I know they're down for me. I rob them on, cause I know they're robbing me. Just keep it one, just keep it one. You ain't got a lot of me. Don't even say hi to me. I rob them on, cause I know they're down for me. See word, make the dream work. See word, make the dream work. See word, make the dream work. See word,
It's filthy. Nah, teamwork make the dream work. Half these rappers never seen work. Bad do Celine purse. She gon' to a dirt. They don't want pressure. Name it on the West Fresher. BK with my fresher. See the texture. Money on head, bitch. Time I work some. Seminary gon' some. And your baby mama gon' some. 26 on a bench truck with a bad from Dykeman. She's Dominican, but she light skinned. Might beat that indictment. This is celebrate. Got 1,000 ones and 1,000. Them seminary boys get money. Where you from? Just 1,000 buns. My Philly got a. I was her best friend D.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. I know that it's difficult. I'm stacking this paper, it's sort of habitual. I put a residual and f***ing your like it's part of my ritual, part of the visual. But money you give me a it's typical. I wanted it physical, $1 million.
It's NBA action. Rip City, it's all yours to start this one. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw up and good. A 3-point play right at the start, and it's 3-0. Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Knocks it down off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because
to Harden. Lets it fly from long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Barton, nice pass to set things up. You've got to get that one to go.
I know he was absolutely shocked he was so open. I know we were shocked he was open. You got to make those.
Got it.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Murray into the front court. 8-2 our score. Knocked loose. Blazers have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on deep.
Murray with it. He'll run the offense. Barton, they'll work it down to Millsap. Oh, Millsap missed his first. That one goes.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Whoa, what a finish.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Murray to the basket, but it won't go. The pass set it all up.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Nuggets have the possession. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Harden. To Nowitzki. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss. Murray with the basketball. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Oh, Millsap. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Harris here against Harden. Knocked loose. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
And he connects on the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. First quarter's complete with the Blazers in a comfortable spot. Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Nuggets have the possession. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Murray into the front court. Down 12. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jim.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Jokic. Will Barton able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Jokic. Barton. To Millsap. Dirk Nowitzki pins it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Dirk Nowitzki. To Will Barton.
Big pick right there.
4-3. Nowitzki with the rebound. And finishes strong.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Harris against Harden. Knocked loose. Blazers come away with it. Nowitzki. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The assist from number 14, Gary Harris.
Nothing going here on that drive. Nice finish at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Millsap. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Paul Millsap trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. Missed it at the line.
In the second quarter.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Murray into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Portland has the ball. To Nowitzki. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Murray with it. Trailing by 15. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
That boy's living his best life.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Murray with the basketball. His guys can hold for the final shot. And look out. deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will this... bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Murray into the front court. Down a bundle. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
Hits the three-pointer.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Paul Millsap. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, big finish at the rim.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Portland's got it. Nowitzki. And the rebound corralled by Barton. Drive by Murray, but he can't finish. Nowitzki to Harden. James Harden. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Millsap to Will Barton. They go to Jokic. Down low. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper. Just erasing all the mistakes.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Knocked loose. Harden in possession. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. James Harden. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Count it. And the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Paul Millsap at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's struggled so far. To Harden. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
James Harden trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Now a whistle. Timeout for Denver as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Summer basketball camps. Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
To Millsap. Barton.
Hey, double screen.
Harris to the basket, but his shot stays out. Dirk Nowitzki. He's 3 for 7.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. 17-footer at the buzzer. 3 quarters down with the Blazers in a comfortable spot. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
First try, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Murray with it. His guys down big. Has a look. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Trailblazers with the basketball. And scores. Strong take.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Lays it up and in.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Nowitzki. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Knocked loose. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
In a flash, scores at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Harden. It goes down.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Knocked loose. Blazers have it.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Throws it down.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
It's good. And one.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Paul Millsap at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He struggled so far. Missed the foul shot. To Harden. Dirk Nowitzki. With that, he's 5 for 9. Murray with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Gary Harris against Harden. Easy path to the rim.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Jokic. Harris. Harden's on him. Knocked loose. Harden with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Cruises inside for two.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
The shot by Murray, no good.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Slam dunk. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Trailblazers who get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate,
Black
hold up.
Panther.
Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Down. Go to the down. I see cuz jogging down. Jogging down. Got Benjamin Franklin on my T-Bano. So drop from the jungle. I keep the on me, I leave you puzzle. Bang, I'm the big corner on my knee, long hard on the hair on her. That cavity, and I'm the her dad's salary. Saudi, are you on 10 yet? Nino. Titani. He's so short, I'm looking from somebody.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate, hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, hold up. Do you have yet? Jury on Windex. Woo! 80 my Rolex. Might make back the bin. Pseudo coming out. Black on black again. I might go to trim. I been built to win. I don't exit here. Too much flexing here. Too much bread to get. I've been stretching up. Ain't no catching up. I don't rest enough. I don't plan for luck. I keep working hard. Who keep blessing us? I'm on the 10 and I need a 10. The made of my M a week. December been good to me. Not even Kendrick can humble me. Too rich to go do the least. Tryna become a way bigger. My teeth is like 10 apiece. TDE family to the A+. I got my grades up. I had no backup. Now run the check up. Now run the check up. The place up. The place up.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, somebody can't relate. Hold up, stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place up, the place up, the place up, the place up. Somebody on 10.
Originality, came to my car in the street like a cat with the saying they after me. Ain't no one after me, baby mama used to work at the Applebee's. Somebody called my phone, yeah. I'ma send that voicemail. I don't even check my voicemail. Big weight, I'ma need a horse scale. F12 Berlinetta. Like it was shorts in the winter. We'll turtlenecks in the summer. This here's not for beginners, yeah. Came back, went to jail, left jail, went to Benny Hunter, Kenny County. Got the swagger on me. Yeah, different fabric on me. Yeah, different on it. Yeah, Mr. Gang. Yeah, holy matrimony. Yeah, oops.
Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Go ahead and keep the lights on. I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. First off, bow down, cause this feel like midnight club at D-Town. What's up? Double edition, new keys in the ignition. My hat tipping, Dontrell Willis with the feet kicking. Knees cranking, you see what Pete cranking. I mean, listen, y'all be tripping. See, we lately been seeing y'all be grating. I mean, face it, y'all the cheap fragrance. They know me, the phonies. They copy, they jocking. But Groxy, he just... the pretty boy finna end your title reign. Arturo Gotti, we in this thing with the whole posse in his fit. Just asking to just rob me, and these kicks just asking to start rocking. But you ain't gotta ask, just watch me. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song.
Out the I don't need no glass. This is all me, so please don't ask. Ballin' on a budget, gotta make this last. Nick driving reckless, hoping we don't crash. Pull up mad deep with all my little bro just dropped your rent on denim. In the back with my feet up kicking. Belly out with my shirt that's linen. I'm just trying to vibe, yeah, we out here gigging. Two-stepping, just out here killing. Getting hot in here, plus done kicked in. I need to slow down for your boy gets kicked out. Still feeling myself, just socializing. But you better not ask me to start freestyling. Honestly, I don't like the nightlife, fool. Since I'm here, I guess I'll enjoy the lights like you.
See you sweat. See you sweat. See you sweat. See you sweat. Yeah. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I see you sweat. Just keep the lights on. Yeah. Hands up like black and white. See you sweat. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight. See you sweat. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I see you sweat. Just keep the lights on. Yeah. Lights on. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna see you sweat. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Hands up like black and white's con. I just wanna see you sweat, see you sweat.
I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way, baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long room, then leave with the that ain't my fault, they want me. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, now me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shores. Saying I'm about to. I'ma talk cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh really now? Aight man, let's get it done. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. You know I gotta give them what they ask for. Like Tupac spitting out the tabloids. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it, done with where I'm from, they never had much. Waters and crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quick to do it. No giving like 5. Still got a heart of gold, so don't let me go, cause I'm here for you. Oh, Akon flow like it's 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Dub Mo's at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill.